Millions of adults carry the weight of childhood trauma, often without knowing its deep impact on their lives. But what if the common advice to simply talk it out is insufficient for the deepest wounds? That's because these injuries aren't just memories. They are stored in the body's nervous system. And this is startlingly common. Roughly 25% of American children experience trauma before age 16. Here, we'll show you the science of how specialized therapy heals the mind and body to make recovery possible. First, we must understand why childhood trauma is different. A child's brain is still developing, making it uniquely vulnerable to harm. This early impact can manifest in adults as trust issues, low self-esteem, or physical symptoms, because a child couldn't verbalize the pain. And this isn't just about major events. It can stem from emotional abuse, chronic neglect, bullying, or even some medical procedures. So if trauma is this widespread and complex, what does the healing process actually look like? Is it a straight line? The path to recovery is better described as a spiral. You may revisit themes, but each time with more insight and greater strength. To see why healing works, we must look at the brain. Childhood trauma physically alters key brain structures, like the amygdala, our fear center. It also impairs the hippocampus, which manages memory, and weakens the prefrontal cortex, which regulates emotion. This is why survivors feel stuck. This sounds permanent, but it is not. In a moment, you'll see exactly how therapy can physically reverse this damage and rewire the brain for safety. The answer is neuroplasticity, the brain's inherent ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Specialized therapy guides this rewiring. It works to calm the overactive amygdala and strengthen the prefrontal cortex, restoring the brain's balance. Ultimately, this helps the brain refile the trauma from a current threat to a completed past event. You remember it, you don't relive it. So, what do these specialized therapies look like in practice? There are several highly effective, evidence-based approaches. Modalities like EMDR help the brain process stuck memories, while TF-CBT works to reframe distorted beliefs about oneself and the world. For complex trauma from repeated events, phase-based therapies are used to build safety and coping skills before addressing memories. But underneath all these techniques lies a single, non-negotiable foundation. What is the most critical factor for success? The answer, a strong, trusting relationship with the therapist. For survivors, this safe connection is a powerful corrective experience. Remember how trauma shapes our ability to trust? This therapeutic safety directly addresses that core wound, making deeper work possible. This safety lets us challenge a major myth. You do not always have to recount every painful detail. In fact, doing so too soon can be re-traumatizing. This is why nonverbal approaches are so valuable. Therapies using art, music, or movement can process trauma that is too difficult to put into words. Now let's connect the dots. We know trauma is stored in the body, and we know therapy can physically rewire the brain. The bridge between the two is found in mind-body techniques. Practices like grounding, mindfulness, and specific breathing exercises are integrated. These directly regulate the nervous system, releasing the physical tension of trauma. So, effective therapy is a three-part system: safety, brain, and body. When these elements work in harmony, the result isn't just a return to how you were. It's an opportunity for something far more profound. This is known as post-traumatic growth. It's emerging from recovery not just healed, but stronger, wiser, and with a new sense of purpose. On a practical level, this means developing powerful skills, managing emotions, responding calmly to triggers, and setting healthy boundaries. And this is not just anecdotal. Long-term studies on trauma survivors show that the benefits of specialized therapy are significant, measurable, and sustained. This holds true even for individuals who have been symptomatic for over a decade. It is never too late to start the process of healing. Childhood trauma leaves a deep mark, but it does not have to be a life sentence. Adults can and do recover with programs that heal the whole person. If this information speaks to you or someone you know, the first step is seeking information about qualified, trauma-informed care. Your past does not have to define your future.